all day. We've hit a little bit of a storm. Everything's been flying around getting destroyed. I just heard a huge boom. Crazy, eh? Guys, I'm currently in the middle of a crocodile and hippo infested lake in Africa. And we have consistent power. Now the reason why I say that surprisingly is because back on land, so far since I've been in Africa, I've experienced numerous power cuts. That includes in the evening where you get power shedding, where the power just completely cuts out for a few hours at night time. But somehow here, on a boat in a lake in Africa, even when the engine isn't running, the power hasn't skipped a beat. So they must have some kind of generator and battery system here with solar panels on the roof and stuff. I don't know, I'm dying to investigate it, and I thought, you know what, I'm gonna bring you all with me. Let's go. Oh my gosh, that floor is so hard. Literally, I've just scalded the bottom of my feet. Okay, here we have it. Look, let me show you this. This is just magnificent. This reminds me of Mac 1010. Look, what does that give you throwbacks to? No offense to the customer of Mac 1010, but this is a slightly nicer view. So here we have it. Looks like we have, I think that's 27 solar panels on the top. Then you've got your Starlink over there, the Space X Starlink. Let's make this wearable, sorry, because I am melting over here. Oh, okay. It's 45 degrees. Okay, so we've got 27 panels, but the thing is, even if at best they're what, 400 watts, let's say they're 400 watts, it's only about 10 kilowatts of solar. 10 kilowatt peak is a lot of solar for most places, but for a boat of this size, air conditioning and things, not gonna lie, the air conditioning doesn't actually work. But yeah, for a boat this size, there's actually not that much power. So I wonder if they're connected up to the turbine somehow. So for the hot water, they have this. So they're using solar thermal tanks up here. So basically these tubes heat up the water, it's stored in these tanks and it's pumped down. But what I'm thinking is, we could be very cheeky now. Let's go find the captain and ask him if we can have a little tour. Hey, how's it going? You good?
What's this?
This, I'm just making a little video.
Oh!
Do you want to say hi?
Yeah, sure.
What's your name?
Hi, I'm Tafazwa from Zimbabwe. Thank you, sir, for coming here. It's a really nice trip. I'm enjoying the trip with you. Thank you so much.
Oh man, lovely to meet you, bro.
All right, sir. Thank you. Wow, this is a nice day here.
Yeah, well, we're
Wow.
just... I'm always curious about how stuff works. Engines, boats, electrics, anything like that. So I asked the captain here if we could just have a little tour.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, I'll quickly say hi.
Welcome to my office. Well, as far as my customers are concerned, I'm in my office because
I've got my whole business online. Everything from my website, inquiries, quotes and invoices are all managed on one platform, and that platform is Tradeify. So Tradeify very kindly sponsored this video. Now if you'd like to get your business online, try out my link below for Tradeify, where you can get 14 days, no credit card details needed, completely free trial, and then 30% off after that. Thank you so much for Tradeify for sponsoring and supporting these videos. Because your office can be anywhere that you have an internet connection.
So I found the captain. This is Captain Morris, and he is the man in charge of this boat. So he's taken us safely from one side of Lake Kariba to the other. Nice to meet you. So yeah, basically this is the stuff we're interested in. So we got your solar inverter. It looks like you've got a generator changeover switch.
Yes, the changeover switch.
And I spotted the generator outside earlier.
Yes.
And then some battery storage as well.
Yes.
So I mean, what are these? These 5 kilowatt-ish, something like that, each. So you got like 15 kilowatt hours of battery.
Yes.
So, and then the generator. So do you also get power from the engine itself?
No, from the engines we don't get power.
No.
Yeah, we only get power from the generator.
Yeah, so it's just basically during the daytime then solar,
Yes.
battery.
Yes.
During the nighttime changeover, switch the generator on.
Generator, yes.
Oh, okay, that's cool.
Yeah,
Nice one.
sure.
How long have you been doing this for?
For 34 years now.
34 years.
Yes.
Oh, wow. You got any cool stories?
Yeah, a lot of stories, sure.
Yeah. But I'm guessing you see a lot of wild animals out here.
Yeah, we see a lot of animals like elephants, buffalo, hippos, waterbucks, lions.
That is amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah. How big is Lake Kariba?
The length of Lake Kariba is 289 kilometers.
Wow. So it's
And
massive.
and the widest part is about 35 kilometers.
Yeah. Wow, that's awesome. Thanks so much for letting me film. So do you mind if I just have a little closer look at all the electrical stuff here?
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah? Oh, thank you, man.
You're
I
welcome.
appreciate it. So this is the solar inverter here. So it's a 12 kilowatt inverter. So I guess that makes sense. We've got 10 kilowatt peak on the roof and this is doing 12. This is actually a brand I've never come across before. So I wonder if it's something that's maybe a bit more popular in Africa. Maybe some of my subscribers here are from Africa, maybe you've come across that before. Then you've got your distribution unit, which is your inverter circuits and your generator circuits. You can see there they've split it off, so you'll have a bus bar presumably for that. I mean, yeah, obviously no main switch and stuff it seems, but you've got all of your inverter circuits and then your generator circuits, so that you could run both simultaneously if you wanted to, and then surge protection and things as well, which is awesome. I guess actually I didn't think about that. It seems advanced to have surge protection because in the UK it's a relatively new thing, but I suppose when you think on a vessel that's floating out of the water with the risk of lightning and component failure and things like that, surge protection is a pretty important thing. So anyway, we've got inverter, consumer unit here, different isolators and things for the PV strings and some monitoring, changeover switch, batteries here. So I think this is 15 kilowatt hour stack of batteries, and they are connected up through these fuses here. So yeah, makes quite a lot of sense actually, not too complicated and also not too dissimilar from the system that we put in at Mach 1010. There's another boat that we've been on as well. That boat was using Victron, almost identical setup to what we had at Mach 1010, which is pretty cool. So we've hit a little bit of a storm. I didn't know that you could get those on a lake, but it turns out you can. Everything's been flying around getting destroyed, and I just heard a huge boom, and then I see a water tank go flying off into the water, and then a ton of water coming down. I'm gonna go have a little look on the roof carefully. There's no exaggeration here. This is, oh my goodness. Jeez. So this is falling off the boat. Crazy, eh?
I hate to sound like that one kid named Tarquin who went on his gap year to Prague, or that one girl who went to Thailand, took a photo next to a toothless tiger, and came home with a baggy sarong and a whole new personality. But genuinely, this trip has really opened my eyes. I've travelled tons in the past, but I've never quite been as captivated by a place and a people as I have here in Africa. I've been made to feel incredibly welcome and genuinely feel like I've learned loads. I look forward to just dropping it into conversations in places where it doesn't really belong, and just not stop talking about this trip now for ages. Oh, nice beer. That reminds me of that time when I drank beer in Africa. In all seriousness, I really appreciate you guys viewing for this past year and making this channel possible. In the near future, I've got some incredibly exciting projects coming up, and in the further future, I have a plan to come back here with all of the experience that I'm going to gain in the next year and repay all of these legends for their welcoming kindness. So for now, thank you, have an amazing year, and I look forward to seeing you next time.